Welcome to The Wrap. I'm Oliver Rennick here to take you through this week's action. Let's take a look at where we closed up. Everything was green with the Dow Jones leading the way, more than a 2% rally. S&P 500 and NASDAQ both climbed more than 1.5%, and the Russell rounded it out with the 1% move after a drop on Friday. Let's take a look at what worked and what didn't in the sectors. Everything was up, all 11, and utilities the most, a 4% rally, followed by financials and materials. Certainly different than the type of rally from the first quarter, a little bit more defensive perhaps in nature. Let's take a look at which stocks were on the move. Walt Disney fell following first quarter earnings despite beating on adjusted EPS but marginally missing on revenue, reporting $22.08 billion versus the $0.11 Street was looking for. Company also reported their streaming service Disney Plus reported a profit for the first time ever. But the company said it expected a slowdown in its parks division, and the stock closed down 6% on the week. In some other news, Airbnb post-earnings also dropped an 8% decline. Even though their earnings edged street estimates, they provided second quarter guidance that failed to impress. The company said it expects third quarter results to accelerate, aided by robust demand for travel around international events, such as the Summer Olympics in Paris, kicking off in July. On the positive front, Taiwan Semi kind of saved the day for the semiconductors. Near all-time highs after the company reported April sales were up 60% to $7.3 billion. Artificial intelligence, of course, behind the boom. The company remains a leader in the chip space, being the sole manufacturer of NVIDIA hardware. TSM shares closed up 5% on the week. Keep an eye out next week for data. Inflation is the highlight. PPI and CPI, a retail sales that's more interesting after the sentiment miss this week. We've also got some earnings. We'll look to Alibaba on whether or not it's bouncing back with China, Walmart and Home Depot for a fresh read on the consumer, and then tech with Cisco and Applied Materials as well. That'll do it for The Wrap. I'm Oliver Rennick. Remember to tune in 24/7 to schwabnetwork.com.